Hello and welcome, folks, to our Ninja Skills Booster session. Monthly free tips every month for about half an hour, usually right around lunchtime. This is the June edition, and this is Microsoft Tools for Ninjas. We ran this one probably back in February, maybe March, and we got so much positive feedback from it that people wanted it again very quickly. So we're going to get into it, dive into the world of Microsoft, talk very briefly of some of the tools and tips around the entire suite of Microsoft tools. If you are new here, again, welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Nick. I'm a productivity ninja. That's actually what it says on my business cards, and it's amazing. And I work for a great organization called Think Productive, a global training company. Again, offices in Canada, United States, Australia, the UK. And what we're all about is a work revolution where everyone loves Mondays, and we believe that's actually possible. A little bit about these free skill booster sessions. Again, quick, half-hour long, in and out. And again, we are here to support our community of past, present, and future productivity ninjas. Again, these are meant to be motivating, informative, actionable, meaning at the end of this, you're going to have something to do. Actions are verb words, right? You're going to be able to do something. So we don't want to just give you some ideas. We want to give you some stuff that you can actually use. We'll open it up to a Q&A at the end of it as well. All right. The chat is open, folks. That's going to be probably our primary method of communication today. A couple of you are already starting to play along. I've got a couple polls that we can engage in. But if you have questions, the Q&A is open. If you have comments, the chat is open. I'll take questions in the chat as well. And all right, let's get into it. Here's where we are going for today. We're going to be looking at being ninja weapon savvy. If you've done any of our courses or programs, we have 9 kind of ninja characters. One of them is being weapon savvy, and it's about using the tools at your disposal. We're going to be looking at calm fusion. We love that term. We created it on our program, Supercharge Your Team Communications, and we started talking about how now we have so many channels. We have so many, avenues for communication, email, Slack, IM, that now we're starting to get a little confused with it. So are we having confusion, or are we having a friend in our Microsoft technology suites? Finally, some tips from our new workshop, our full day workshop, Microsoft for Productivity Ninjas. Again, this is a very brief little snapshot of what that course is all about. That is our full day course. We are super proud of it. We do deep dives into Outlook, into Teams, into Microsoft To Do, and we're really starting to have a lot of fun with it too. Full day course, 6 hours, and people's minds are blown by the end of it. So, all right, let's get into it, folks. Again, we're going to start by talking about weapon savvy, and again, what we mean by that is using the tools that are available to you. We are very much, a proponent of psychology over technology. If you're going to be using an app, a device, make sure it makes sense for you. Make sure it's easily digestible. So we're going to be trying to be a little bit weapon savvy today and use things that are already at our disposal. So if you're using the Microsoft products, Microsoft Suite, there's probably a lot of things available to you that you may not be already aware of. So we're going to get into that and uncover a few of those today. Let's just do a little pulse check about how do we feel about the Microsoft tools. And I'm going to do that in the form of a poll. Bear with me while I launch that poll. Should be up now. You should be seeing the poll. How do you feel about your Microsoft tools right now? Answers: I love them. I'm using a lot of them. I often quite confused and struggle to find information. I'm really overwhelmed. Or I'm shocked at how difficult Microsoft makes everything. Great. A lot of you are finding the poll. Brilliant. Thank you for playing along. Okay. Tremendous. We're going to close the poll in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Everyone's in. Mixed bag. I love it. 60% of you love Microsoft tools. I'm using a lot of them. 4 of you, I'm quite often confused and struggle to find information. Cool. Hopefully we'll clear some things up by the end of today already. I love that nobody said, I'm shocked at how difficult Microsoft makes everything. That's good news. Great. So again, just a very quick peek into what the full course offers. Again, this is a very truncated, condensed version of it. But in our full day course, Microsoft for Productivity Ninjas, again, our subtitle is Bossing the Tech. And what we mean by that is, these products, these tools are great employees and horrible bosses. We need to be the ones in charge of setting up the rules and restrictions around this tech. On that full day course, again, we're talking about getting rid of the confusion. We're going to explore the whole suite of Microsoft tools and apps, discuss and demonstrate the most useful ones. We spend a good amount of time in the practical, how to set them up, how to use them. We have videos, we have tutorials, and in that session, we practice on the day. So you're getting a real thorough rundown of the Microsoft suite. Here's just a little bit of what we cover. I'm not reading this list because it's enormous. This course is a beast, but it's super. We're very proud of it. Microsoft To Do, Teams, Outlook, Microsoft Viva, OneNote, a lot of that stuff. So what we're going to do today, again, we're going to try to give you one tip in a couple different areas, some of our top tools for today. So we're going to look at Microsoft To Do and how some people are already using that as their second brain. We're going to give you a quick, pithy little look at that, some tips and tools. Teams. Seems like a lot of us are on Teams right now. I'm going to show you what, in my experience, was a game-changing little hack. When I first found out about this blew my mind. This was crazy eye-opening. And sending emails with Kik. So we're not going to go deep into getting our inbox to zero. That is one of our other entire programs, talking about inbox volume. We're going to talk about a couple little Outlook tools on how to send emails with Kik. Cool. Let's dive into it, folks. Microsoft To Do, using it as your second brain. A lot of you are using it. Some of you have it available and aren't using it to its full potential. Why I love it is it's, again, our title, Link It and Sync It. Basically, by opening your Outlook, you are running behind the scenes the Microsoft To Do, whether you know it or not. And it's connected to your calendar, it's connected to your emails, and it's connected to your Teams. And they work seamlessly with each other. So I love using the Microsoft To Do as my second brain. Again, some people call it a list-making device. But what I love about it, and again, you can run it as its own app on your desktop, on your mobile device. But if you're opening your Outlook, it often appears just as your tasks. And here's just a quick look at it, and then I'm going to show you mine. Here's how it's typically laid out. I like the layout of the actual Microsoft To Do app interface better than I like it in my Outlook. That's maybe just a personal thing, but it's just a little bit cleaner. Typically, again, very much synced to your calendar, so you can have it open and set into your day, have a quick look at all your deliverables, all your tasks, all the things on your agenda or on your diary for the day. And these bottom ones here are kind of lists or projects that you can have multiple tasks kind of associated with that, with your Microsoft To Do. I'm going to give you a very quick look at my real one. Bear with me here, folks. I'm trying to navigate so many different windows. Can I get a quick response into the chat that you're actually seeing my real Microsoft To Do? Awesome. Thank you for playing along, folks. Okay, so again, this is my real one. A couple of things on my agenda today. I wanted to make sure the QR codes work for today's session. I did that, so I can check that off. I don't know if you heard it, but there is a chime going off, and I love that because, again, if anyone else is a list maker, I'm a list maker. What's the best part about the list? Crossing that thing off your list. So you actually get the cross off, and in my headset, I don't know if you heard it, you get the chime. And what that does, again, the neuroscience behind list making, it gives our brain a dopamine hit, feel-good juices, right? So that's why we love making lists, because we love crossing things off. So we can actually develop quite a healthy addiction to task completion. So I'm still old school. I love pen and paper, but I love this feature of actually giving me the cross out and the dopamine hit of that chime. I did update these slides. So this was in my Ninja project, but also appeared in my day because I put that today label on it. And it's very intuitive in terms of date and very intuitive in terms of calendar. So again, just to show you how this works, I'm going to invoice for NSB Ninja Skills Booster today. I'm going to add that. I'm going to put a due date on it. I'm going to say today. You see how it got underlined as I wrote today? That's a command to the calendar. So I can add that, and then you'll see right again. It appeared in my day, and then it's going to appear in my Ninja as well. No, actually, it didn't appear in my Ninja because I didn't put my what we call. I didn't assign it to something. But again, this is how this appears. You can have repetitive tasks, things that happen weekly on a regular occurrence. Again, you can add a file to it. So I'm really loving the Microsoft To Do as a second brain because again, it speaks to your Outlook and it speaks to your teams. I'll show you one thing that is very cool. I did this behind the scenes before our webinar started, but if you flag an email in your Microsoft Outlook, I'll show you my flagged email. Here it is today. All I just said was Microsoft To Do. That was just my subject and my test line. It came from here and I flagged it, but it appeared in my To Do. So you can, again, have your devices speak to each other and work kind of in tandem and synchronicity with them. So anything in your Outlook, if you flag it, it automatically appears in your flagged email folder on your Microsoft To Do. Cool. Bear with me. We're going to jump screens again, get back into our skills booster. And again, a little help in the chat. Are we back in presentation mode and seeing the slides? Sorry, I missed how to get to the to-do page from the chat page. Okay, let me get back into it, folks. Thank you for your patience. I got lots of windows open today here, folks. So get out of PowerPoint just for a second. I'm going to get back into my Microsoft To Do. Can I confirm you're seeing my Microsoft To Do again? Okay. Your question, I missed how to get page from the chat page. So I have my Microsoft To Do app opened on my second screen. So I just have it, I'm just sharing my screen of what the actual app looks like. And again, I like my interface on this a lot better than I do my tasks embedded within my Outlook. Yeah, it's the actual Microsoft To Do app that I have loaded. Yeah, cool. But please keep asking questions. Questions are tremendous. Again, you're getting the sneak peek behind the scenes of how this all runs here today, folks. So what I want to do is actually, I'm going to show you a small video because what we're talking about now is how to remove the confusion with our Microsoft Teams. And I'm going to show you this brilliant little hack about how we can add a task to our Microsoft To Do directly from our Teams. So let me get that queued up for you. And cool, I'm seeing another question. Ken, does Microsoft To Do work with Google software in the Google Calendar? I think there is an extension that you can add for your Google calendars as well. I'm almost certain of it. I'm not going to guarantee it, but 99% sure that's works well. Here's where I need your help, folks. When I start to show a video, I lose everything else. So if I can get, again, just a note in the chat that you are seeing the screen, the video, and that the volume is working. So let me get my chat back open. You should be seeing my video screen now. And let's check for volume. Yes, Yvonne, I believe it is included. Volume good, team?
This video will show you how you can take a request that someone's asked of you within Teams and turn it into a task straight to your Microsoft To Do. So we're inside the Posts tab at the moment, and a colleague has asked me, can I update the data sheet for last quarter for our department meeting next month? Well, that's a task, so I'd like to get it straight into my Microsoft To Do. And if I go to More Options, Create a Task, it will give me the choice of where I want to send it, and I'm going to send it straight to my task list for now. I can add a due date if I like, so let's make the due date today and add it as a task. Let's now look inside a chat. So my colleague has asked me, can I please send the updated brochure? Well, I need to do a bit of work on that before sending it, so it's a task. If I right click here, create task, in exactly the same way, I decide where in OneNote I want to send it. I can add a due date and add it as a task. And now if I open up Microsoft To Do, you'll see that both of those tasks are now waiting for me in my tasks, but also in my day, because I've dated them today. And then with any other task, I can do whatever I like to change the wording. I can add any more notes. It will take me directly to the Teams post if I ever need to go back to it. And then once I click away, the task is there ready for me to do.
Right? Isn't that wild? I love, love, love that. That again, I've been using Teams for so long. Now I can add things from people, my tasks, my to-dos, my deliverables, right into my Microsoft To Do so they're not getting lost. Again, let me just show you that this truly does work. I'm going to show you my actual Ninja Teams. We're just going to do a very quick version of this. Let me get back into it here. We are in Teams. So again, right now, this is a chat. Again, if you right click or just hover above it, the 3 ellipses, fancy word for dots, create task. I'm going to put it in my Ninja tasks. Again, just like in the video, I'm going to date it for today. Add task. That was from a chat. Again, if we wanted it from a post, same thing. Let me send this to Microsoft To Do. This was just a fake post I made this morning. 3 dots or ellipses, create task. I'm going to put it in my Ninja folder. I'm dating it today. I'm adding tasks. And now again, if we go back in to my actual, sorry folks, so many channels, confusion, right? I'm in my Microsoft To Do. You'll see the ones that I've just sent over. Welcome to Microsoft for Productivity Ninjas. That's the one I just sent over. Here is a sample chat that I'll add to do. You'll see that they're both in my day because I dated them today, and they're in my Ninja folder. What I love from the video, and I hope you caught that, is when you open them, it'll take you right back to where that post was. I've lost so many, requests of actions because I didn't know which channel, which teams it came from. So I love that it shows you exactly where it came from and in which channel, in which chat. So this was a big deal for me. In the chat, hit me up with a yes or no. Were you aware of this function in Teams? Because this was new to me. This was eye-opening to me. And this was a game changer for me. Yeah, some people did not know this. I didn't know this until just recently. Cool. Back in to presentation. Cool. Sending emails with Kick. Oh, see, now I've lost myself because I had video enabled. So much going on, teams. Thank you for your patience. Let's get back into this. Sharing this, not playing video. Just a couple quick ones here. Some of you are going to probably be aware of this. Maybe some of you are not. Here's just a couple ones that I like. The voting buttons. When you're asking people to make choices, hey, where do you want to go for our team lunch? You can actually use the voting buttons. They're within the options tab on. This is classic Outlook. If you're on new Outlook, it might be held elsewhere. But this is, you can create a live poll of yes or no questions. You can customize it to get different responses, and that can be embedded, and you can see the poll update live in real time, or if you're trying to get consensus votes from a lot of people. So that's one that I really, really like. One that I also like, I'm giving you all these bonus ones today, folks, because I like you. I'm going to show you my real Outlook. And with great power comes great responsibility. This is my real Ninja Outlook. So give me a second here. I'm in a new about to send email. One of my favorite ones, some of you are probably very familiar with this. Now this is in new Outlook, so just a heads up. I'm under the options tab. One of my favorite ones is this button here, schedule send. So you can determine when your email lands in someone else's inbox. And you can put a custom time on that whenever you want. So there's a few reasons why you'd want to do this, a few benefits. If you know anything about email marketing, people are in their inbox, more often than not at certain times of day than at others. So there's ways to target an email or make sure your email is going to be read. I like it, and don't tell my bosses, but I don't like to work Fridays, or at least full days, maybe a half day, but I like the appearance of working Fridays. My customers need to think I'm working some Fridays. So sometimes I'll send a delayed delivery on an email to appear on, Friday afternoon, but I'm already on the weekend time. So there's some advantageous moves to that one. Some of you probably are familiar with that one as well. Let me know in the chat if you knew about that one or did not know about that one. One thing I'll add about that, if you're sending your email on a delayed delivery, your Outlook has to be open at the time when it's to be sent. So if you're sending it tomorrow at 11 a.m., your Outlook needs to be open at 11 a.m. for it to send. Still shows set up with delayed delivery. Will not send until requested. Okay, interesting. Cool. One more just real quick one, because I have a minute left before we get to just some Q&A. This one is, again, a kind of a cool one for me. Let me get back into PowerPoint quickly first. A lot of us, I don't have a slide for it, I'm just going to speak to it. A lot of us know about our copy and paste tools, our quick keys, Control-C for copy, Control-V for paste. But does anyone know about Window V? So if you're putting your Microsoft Window button, for me, it's right next to my Alt key. If you hold that and V, it brings up all of your recent copies. So there's kind of a clipboard. So sometimes you're in the habit of copying one thing and then you copy right over it and you want to get back to it. But if you do the Window V together, it brings up a clipboard of all your most recent copies so that you could select which one to choose from. So I love that one. Does anyone know about that one? We're trying to give you just these little quick ones that you can use over and over again. Window V to pull up your copy clipboard. Cool. We are against the clock, folks. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about this. This is, again, our masterclass, 6 Weeks to Ninja. This is probably our favorite, maybe the course I'm most proud of right now. And our next cohort is starting in the fall in September on the 17th. Scan that QR code if you want more information. It's our deep dive. You're getting our productivity template around second brains. You're getting our 9 ninja characters. You're getting inbox to zero. Thank you, Yvonne. So there's our QR code there for that if you want more information. It is with myself as well. We're super, super proud of this. This is our masterclass. Here is a way to help us out very quickly. I'm using my Window V to pull up a recent copy, put it in the chat. Let us know how we did today. Again, we were, drinking from a fire hose, giving you a lot of information today. Very quick one. There's another QR code there to let us know how we did. Also, the link is in the chat. But this super helps us out, lets us know, that you took some value from it today, and that's super appreciative. Uh, Happy to stick around for a couple minutes if there's any more questions. You can let me know in the chat or the Q&A actual button. But thank you so much for your time, folks. All the best to you. Happy Canada Day for those celebrating. Happy 4th of July for those celebrating. See you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Happy to stick around for some Q&A if people have any. Sure. So, Lorianne, you have to step away. This is going to be posted to our YouTube channel. We'll send an email out to everyone that's attended today on when that is going to be posted. Yeah, I don't have the link right now, but yeah, we're going to post it to our YouTube page. You're very welcome. Super, super welcome. Cheers. That's very kind. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let me see another question here. Why Microsoft over Google? Volume, to be honest. The majority of the clients we deal with are still on Outlook, at least primarily for email. It would probably be beneficial to explore both, to be honest. But we had to go with the big guy first in terms of what some of our client base wanted. Awesome, folks. Thanks again. Great questions. Take care, everyone. Cheers.